Hello everyone. Welcome to the course on Infant and Toddler Early Development Guidance. I'm your teacher, Li Wendi. Today we're going to discuss an especially adorable and crucial topic: motor development and learning support for infants aged 0 to 6 months. Don't underestimate this brief 6-month period. It's the magical starting point where a baby transforms from a little bundle into one who can roll over and grasp objects. As future early childhood educators, kindergarten teachers, or parents, understanding the patterns of motor development during this period is essential for providing the most scientifically sound companionship to your little ones. Today's content will be divided into 3 parts. First, the 3 main stages of motor development in infants aged 0 to 6 months. Second, the learning codes hidden behind these movements. Third, what invisible scaffolding we can provide for the baby. The 0 to 6 month period is the golden period for gross motor development, primarily involving whole body movements like head control, rolling over, and grasping. Meanwhile, fine motor skills, small hand muscles also begin to emerge. I divide these 6 months into 3 key stages. Newborns are like little bundles. Their movements primarily driven by primitive reflexes, innate protective responses. For example, palmar grasp reflex. Gently touching the palm of their hand causes them to immediately grip your finger. Live demonstration possible: if an infant model is available, touch its palm. Otherwise, show a picture. Rooting reflex. Lightly touching their cheek prompts them to turn their head towards the stimulus, searching for the nipple. Stepping reflex. When held upright under the arms with feet touching a flat surface, they will make stepping motions. But remember, this is a reflex, not true walking. Key point: at this stage, babies spend most of their time lying on their backs. But parents should ensure frequent tummy time, prone position, even if it's just for 1 to 2 minutes at a time. This strengthens neck muscles, laying the foundation for later head lifting. Emphasis requires constant adult supervision to prevent covering the mouth and nose. After 1 month, the baby's muscles begin to awaken. The most noticeable progress includes head lifting. Can briefly lift the head for 1 to 2 seconds at 1 month, to 45 degrees at 2 months, and can stably lift to 90 degrees at 3 months. Like a little weightlifter. Visual tracking. Eyes can follow a slowly moving toy, for example, a red rattle, and the head may turn slightly. Hand movements. Begin to consciously look at their hands, bringing their little hands in front of their eyes. Even sucking on fingers. This is the budding stage of hand-eye coordination. Key parental support. Engage in frequent tummy time and head lifting practice, using a brightly colored rattle waved in front of the baby, and frequently talk to the baby face to face. Their gaze will follow your face, stimulating visual and auditory development. After 4 months, babies seem to level up suddenly. Rolling over. At 4 to 5 months, can roll from back to side, like flipping a little pancake, and may roll onto their stomach by 5 to 6 months. Grasping. At 3 months, can only use a palmar grasp, whole hand grip. After 4 months, can begin to pinch small toys. For example, a rattle with the thumb and other fingers, and may even transfer toys from one hand to the other. Sitting support. By 6 months, when propped in a sitting position, the head is steady, and some babies can sit briefly alone, but may need pillow support. Key point: babies at this stage begin active exploration. They are no longer passive recipients of stimuli, but will reach for preferred toys. and may even vocalize in frustration if they can't reach them. Now that we understand the developmental stages, what learning significance is hidden behind these movements? Many parents think motor development equals physical growth. But in fact, movement is the baby's primary tool for understanding the world. For example, head lifting. It's not just about stronger neck muscles. It's the liberation of their field of view. Whereas lying down, they only saw the ceiling. Lifting their head allows them to see their mother's face, toys in the room, marking the beginning of spatial cognition. Grasping. Superficially, it's using hands to get things. But it actually trains hand-eye coordination. Eye see toy, brain directs, hand to reach, adjusts force, to grasp. And the understanding of cause and effect. I reach out, toy comes to my hand. Rolling over requires coordination of muscles throughout the body. For example, kicking legs helps turn the upper body, representing the budding stages of balance sense and planning ability. I want to roll over, first lift my hip, then turn my shoulder. Since motor development is so important, what should we do? Remember the principle, don't do it for them, guide them skillfully, provide opportunities. 0 to 3 months. Aim for 3 to 5 cumulative tummy time sessions daily, each lasting 1 to 3 minutes, gradually increasing duration. An adult can entice them with toys placed in front. 4 to 6 months. If the baby attempts to roll over, don't rush to help. Use sounds or toys to encourage them to activate their own effort. When they show interest in sitting, start with supported sitting, propped with pillows. Then gradually reduce support. Emphasis. Incorrect practices. Holding the baby constantly without allowing tummy time impairs neck muscle development. Using walkers to force standing practice can adversely affect leg development. Correct practices. Provide a safe environment, for example, lay out a play mat, to allow the baby freedom to explore. 0 to 3 months. Hanging toys, black and white cards, rattles, placed about 20 centimeters from the eyes, move to follow their gaze. 4 to 6 months. Cloth books, teethers, rattles. Size should be suitable for small hands to grasp. Materials must be safe. No small parts, no sharp edges. What if the baby can't grasp the toy? Should we help? Observe first. If they are trying but can't reach, gently move the toy a bit closer to their hand, rather than placing it directly into their palm. Most importantly, respond and encourage. When the baby successfully lifts their head or grasps a toy, give them a bright smile and verbal encouragement. For example, wow! You lifted your head all by yourself. You got the rattle, that's amazing. This positive feedback makes the baby more willing to explore, because their effort has been seen. The 0 to 6 month period is the golden seed stage of motor development. Head lifting marks the beginning of exploration. Grasping is the starting point of cognition. And rolling over foreshadows independence. Our task is not to teach the baby movements, but to provide a safe environment. Capitalize on sensitive periods, and be their supporter with love and patience. Students, next time you see a little baby, try observing. Did they lift their head today? Can they track a toy? Perhaps you will discover the growth code of a tiny learner.